What is up, my cranky crew? It's Ethan from Crank Gameplays, and 2017 has come to a close. What a year. What a year indeed. 2017, for me, was one of the best and hardest years of my life, hands down. It was definitely the hardest year that I've ever had, but also the best year that I've ever had, and also a lot of bad stuff happened too. I don't know. It was such a weird year. It was a very weird and very, like, so much new stuff happened for me. There was so much new stuff happening, and there was so much going on, and it was very stressful, and it was very exciting, and it was very fun, and it was very sad, and like, 2017 was just a weird year. Not entirely bad or anything. It was good and it was bad. There were high points, there were low points. I don't, if I had to say what 2017 was for me, I don't even know what I would say, because I don't even know, I don't know how to describe this year at all. It was a very odd year. But let's talk about 2017. Let's talk about the ups and the downs and the good and the bad. 2018 is tomorrow, or if you're watching this later, or if you're from the future and or Australia, then it's already 2018 for you. But let's talk about 2017 and what happened, and let's also talk about 2018 and what I have planned and things that I'm going to do, because I'm so excited for 2018. I am incredibly excited, but it's not time to talk about 2018 just yet. We'll get to that. So 2017 started off, it's weird for me because when I think of this year, because I just passed a year out in LA, when I think of 2017, I think of me moving to LA, but I actually had already lived in LA for a couple of months when 2017 started. Actually, when I went home for Christmas and New Year's, that was actually the first time that I had been home since moving to LA. Is that true? Yeah, that is true. So that was the first time that I had been home since moving to LA, and then it transitioned over into 2017. And boy, oh boy, what a year it was. 2017 for me was a year of growth. Not only did the channel grow a lot as well, like, that's not really what it was about. It was about personal growth, really. Because at the very beginning of 2017 and in the end of 2016, I had moved out to LA. And so I moved out of my parents' house. I moved all the way across the other side of the country. I used to live in Maine. That's where I grew up, which is literally the exact opposite side of the country. It's the most northeastern state in America. And so I had moved away from all of my friends and all of my family and everything that I had ever known, because I grew up in this tiny town of like 14,000 people and moved to a city of millions and millions and millions. And I moved here knowing two people. I knew Mark and I knew Tyler, and I didn't know anybody else. I had met Amy very, very briefly one time. I had never met Catherine before, and everybody else that was out here, I didn't know anybody. Those were the only people that I knew when I moved out to LA, was Mark and Tyler, and then I met Amy and Catherine immediately. And so it was really, really scary for me to move away from everything that I knew and everything and everyone that I loved and everything like that to come out to LA. It was a huge, huge, huge decision. One that was easy to make because it was just like, why wouldn't I want to move out to LA and make videos with people and do all this cool stuff? But it was the biggest decision, I think, of my life. And while I felt pretty safe doing so, it was still a really scary thing because I didn't know what was going to happen. I never lived outside of my parents' house before. I didn't know how to, like, be a real adult. I hadn't even at that point done much traveling on my own. So it was very scary going from something that I knew very well because I was doing my own channel, but also I was working full-time as a manager at a restaurant. And so I was giving up that, and I was giving up all of my friends and all my family back home to come and do something that was completely new to me. And so, yeah, the channel itself grew a lot this year, but also me as a person. I grew a ton this year. I had to learn everything very, very fast. I had to learn how to be an adult really fast. I had to learn how to like get an apartment and how to like get a car and like do all of these things very, very quickly. And then on top of that, I also had to figure out pretty quickly like how I wanted to be on my channel, because I had been doing YouTube for 4 years at that point when I first moved out to LA, and then everything sort of started blowing up because when I was doing YouTube before moving out to LA, it was a very, very, very slow growth, and then all of a sudden there was a ton of growth all at once, and it was just like I had to learn how to carry myself with a bigger audience and like how to manage a bigger audience. That sounds weird, but I think you know what I mean. Like it's hard sometimes when you start to get a bigger audience, and also in no way am I being like, oh, look at this big, you guys know what I mean. But like I had to figure out how to handle all of these things, and I had to figure out, you know, dealing with a lot of new people watching you. It was really intimidating because all of these new people had come all at once. Like I remember I think I gained 100. I think I gained like 100,000 subs in a month at one point, which was absolutely insane. I think I went from 100 to 200K in a month or a little over a month. And so it was very, very weird. And by last year, November of 2016, I had 5,000 subscribers. So in a year's time, 500,000 new people came to the channel, which is absolutely insane. And so thank you guys so much for coming and watching my dumb videos, and thank you for being here. But it was really scary because all of these people were suddenly coming to my channel, and I needed to make sure that I didn't disappoint people, and I was very scared that people weren't going to like me, because coming out to LA and obviously working with Mark, like he's got a very, very large audience, and I knew that a lot of people would suddenly know who I was, and I didn't want to disappoint people, and I really wanted people to like me, and I don't know. I was very scared that people were gonna hate me at first, which wasn't the case. You guys have been great. You guys have been so welcoming, awesome. But it was very, very scary moving out to LA and just not knowing what was going to happen and trying to figure everything out all at once, and like having to deal with having more people watching the channel, and having to deal with like going to my first convention as like a bigger YouTuber. It was so weird because at conventions before I was used to like a few people recognizing me, and then it was just like going to PAX, it was like everybody all the time, and it was very, very odd. And I hope that none of this comes off as me like trying to brag or anything. I know that I say that shit all the time, and I know that you guys don't think that, but it was a big, big, big learning experience. It was a lot to try and learn how to carry myself in the way that I wanted to, and I needed to figure out, you know, like how do I want to carry myself, and I was also very, very afraid of losing myself coming out to LA. I was so afraid of moving out here and letting the fame get to me. I hate that word so much. But I knew coming out to LA and working with Mark and working with all of my other friends out here that my channel was going to grow a lot. And obviously I didn't come out here for that reason, but I knew that that was probably going to happen. And I was very afraid that that sort of like the YouTube fame stuff and like the just being in LA can be a pretty toxic place, and I was very afraid of losing myself and losing who I was in the process. And I have grown and changed a lot. Like I was saying, it's been a year of growth, but a lot of personal growth, and I have changed a lot since moving out to LA, but I'd like to think that I've changed for the better. There have been a lot of humps in the road, though. There have been a lot of times where I didn't think that I was doing so great, and there was a lot of times where I caught myself doing things, and I was like, no, don't do that. What the fuck are you doing? And there was a lot of times where I thought that I was slowly losing myself, and I really, really hated that. And there was a lot of times in 2017, mentally, 2017 was the hardest year of my life, absolutely. Because coming out to LA, while it has been fantastic and amazing, and I wouldn't give this opportunity up for the world, and I wouldn't change anything that had happened in the past year, but the amount of stress and the amount of just like mental this year was a lot. It was a lot. Like moving out to LA, at first I was really, really lonely coming out here to LA because, again, I only knew Mark and Tyler. And so there were a lot of times where, because I had a lot of friends back home and I had a lot of people to hang out with all the time and my family was there. And so there were a lot of times where I felt like I didn't have anyone to talk to or open up to, which wasn't the case. I was just afraid to open up and talk to people and speak my mind and things like that. But the beginning of 2017 was a really rough time because I was really stressed out about everything. I was stressed about my channel and I was stressed about just everything. And it was sort of me overthinking things. A lot of it was me overthinking things, and a lot of it was me sort of taking in this negative side of YouTube, I think, because this year on YouTube has been, like, YouTube as a platform has been fucking shit this year. It has been so bad. They have been leaving their creators in the dark. They have been changing all this stuff without telling us. Like, it has been just a garbage year as far as YouTube and the platform of YouTube. And so it's been very, very scary seeing things. And I try not to look at numbers too much, because when you start to look at numbers too much in analytics, you're like, oh, well, this day wasn't as good as that day. Like, what am I doing wrong? And then every day you're just like, oh, no, I'm doing wrong things because the numbers aren't as high. And it doesn't matter what the numbers are, but at the same time, it does matter what the numbers are, because, you know, like, YouTube technically is my job, and if the numbers are low, then it's like, can't pay rent, oh no. And so it is very scary seeing this turn that YouTube has taken, especially not only like from the number side, but also just like the kind of stuff that's being posted on YouTube and the kind of stuff that's getting popular. I really hate the direction that YouTube has gone in this past year. That sort of like rich, flaunty YouTuber style really gets to me. I really hate that that's the popular thing right now. There's so many like fucking rich boys going around just like flaunting their money and their cars and stuff. I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to get all negative about it, but it was hard seeing that and then seeing other people work really hard on their channels and be truly passionate about YouTube and not being able to get as far, because it's very weird thinking about it now, and maybe it's just because I don't look all that often, but if you try and find smaller channels now, it's really, really hard to find smaller channels on your own. It used to be pretty easy. You would just go around and then random smaller channels would pop up in your recommendeds, but that doesn't really happen anymore, and it's very, very, very scary for people who are just starting in YouTube now, I'm sure, because especially because, like, at the beginning of YouTube, it's all brand new, and so you've got so much passion and so much drive, and that's got to be very, very discouraging, just, like, trying your best, and I don't know, and all of the everything is going to the big, like, rich vloggy boys that are flaunting their blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it too much, because then I'll get sad about it, but it has been hard, you know, like seeing all of these things shift in YouTube, and, you know, my channel has taken a pretty big hit since everything on YouTube changed, and, like, it is hard to separate yourself sometimes from the, you know, separate you from the numbers, you know? And when I mean you from the numbers, I mean me from the numbers, not you from the numbers. Also, because I got a tweet the other day someone being like, I really love your videos and stuff, blah, blah, blah. I'm just a number. And it's like, no, you guys are not just a number. Like this community is so, so fantastic. And it's been such a pleasure seeing the community grow over this past year, and seeing not only the community get bigger, like that's really cool, but also just the community, get so close knit and everybody's so friendly around here and everybody's always reaching out to each other, and it's so awesome. And you guys do so many nice things for me and so many nice things for each other, and it's so cool. And I'm really excited to get back into the community in 2018. I feel like because of everything that has happened in 2017 and just like me mentally trying to figure everything out, I've sort of I haven't purposefully distanced myself from the community, but I'm not as in touch with the community as I was over a year ago, you know, because I used to reply to comments every single day. I used to be on Twitter all the time. I used to be on Tumblr all the time. I used to do like Omegle meetups and stuff. And now I don't really do that as much anymore. And in 2018, I really want to get back into doing more community-oriented stuff, because at the end of the day, it is about the community, you know? Like, you guys are what make this channel what it is. You guys are the reason that I make videos every day. If it weren't for all of you guys being here, I don't know what I would be doing. Like, I would still be making videos, but like, it's just different. At a certain point in YouTube, there's sort of this shift that happens, because at first, when you first start YouTube, it's like, oh, it's this new thing that I want to try out, and I'm very much doing it for me and just like for fun and blah 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 blah. Obviously, I'm still doing it for fun and I'm still doing it for me, but at a certain point, there's this shift where it's like, okay, I'm not just doing it for me anymore. I'm doing it for these people as well, and I'm doing it for all of you guys. And so you guys are a huge reason why the channel is. You guys are the reason why the channel is where it is, but you guys are also a huge reason of why I continue to make videos and continue to push myself every day and continue to set higher goals for myself. And you guys are the reason why I'm so excited for 2018. And there's going to be a lot of really cool stuff happening in 2018, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. So now it's time to talk about the 2018 stuff. And a lot is going to be happening in 2018. I have a lot of really big plans for my channel, and a lot that I really want to do, and I want to go and see more of you guys at conventions, and I want to just do more with my channel in general. And the first step in doing that is going full-time on my channel. So, as a lot of you guys know, I worked with /for Mark, and so in a few months now, I will not be doing that anymore. I will just be doing my channel full-time, and this will be my full-time job, which I am... Oh, it's so weird saying that! It's so weird! Ever since I started YouTube, I've always just, like, wanted to just do this. There was always other things, like school and my old job and stuff that were also there that I had to do, and now I'm just gonna be able to focus on my channel 100% every single day, and I'm gonna be able to just put my all into my channel, and I am so excited. And before people start thinking that like some crazy shit happened, nothing happened at all. Mark and I are still friends. We're still probably gonna make stuff together. I'm still gonna be on tour. There was no weird background drama or anything like that. We didn't get into a big fight or anything. I have decided that I want to leave and just focus on my own stuff. And Mark has been incredibly supportive with that. And he's very excited to see me go on my own and fly out of the nest. Oh boy. But before people start spreading any kind of rumors or anything, there's nothing weird going on or anything like that. I know a lot of people like to try and dig into these things when when stuff like this happens, but nothing happened. It's fine. Don't worry. But I am extremely excited to just put every ounce of my being into my channel. Ever since I started YouTube, I've always just wanted to do this, and now I finally have the opportunity to do it, and I'm going to take that opportunity, and I am going to work so hard in 2018. I am going to do so much cool stuff. I have a lot planned. There's so much that I want to do, and so much that I will do in 2018, and I'm really gonna make this my year. This is going to be the year that I work harder than I ever have before, and it's going to be the year that I just put everything into my channel, and I am so excited. I am so excited. I'm really excited to take what I've learned in this past year. Like I was just talking about, how I've done a lot of personal growth. I'm really excited to take what I've learned in this past year and apply it to everything this year. And I feel like I'm in a much better space this year as well. And I feel like with all of the challenges and things that I've learned in 2017, it's going to help me a lot in 2018 because I know sort of where I want to go, and I know the certain things that I want to do, and I know how I want to carry myself, and I just know how I want to do things now. You know, like in 2017, it was very much me trying to figure things out, you know? It was a very, very, very big year for me. It was a really crazy year. But it was like I've said a million times, it was a year of growth, and it was a year of learning. And now I'm going to take the things that I've learned, and I'm going to just put everything into my channel. And I'm so excited. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be really cool. I'm going to be making more videos. I'm going to be going to see you guys at conventions. I'm going to be making more stuff with I don't even know how to use my words. I'm just so excited. I'm finally just going to be able to do this, and I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make things happen in 2018. I'm so pumped. Oh my God, I'm saying the same thing over and over again. But 2018 is going to be my fucking year. I'm so excited to just absolutely destroy it. It's going to be so much fun, and it's going to be a good year. And I'm really excited for you guys to be here with me, and I hope that you guys will continue to stick around. And if you don't, that's fine. It's totally fine. But for those of you who have stuck around and will continue to stick around, thank you guys so much for being here. Like I said before, you guys are like the heart and the soul of this channel. Without you guys, this channel, I don't know what would be happening. Not only with the channel, but with me, because you guys have changed who I am, and you guys have helped make me who I am as a person. I don't know who I would be without YouTube. I started YouTube when I was 15 years old, and now I'm 21, and YouTube is very much a part of who I am. I would be a completely different person without YouTube, and you guys are a gigantic part of YouTube. And so without you guys, I wouldn't be who I am today. So 2018 is going to be a fantastic year. I cannot wait to get started, and I cannot wait to just put everything that I have into this channel and just make some awesome stuff and learn more and do more things. I'm gonna try more things this year. I've been so afraid of trying new things and failing and just not doing them right, and I want to take more chances this year, and I want to make some more cool stuff, and it's gonna be really great. And I'm very, very excited and very honored to have you guys be a part of this journey. And I know that sounds all gross and sappy, but it's true. I love you guys so much. So let's make 2018 a fantastic year. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And I hope that you guys have a great 2018 as well. I know that 2017 was a really, really hard year for people, but 2018 can be an amazing year. Don't tell yourself that just because 2017 was bad, that means 2018 is going to be bad too, because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you tell yourself that 2018 is going to be a shit year, then it's going to be a shit year. You got to believe in yourself, and you got to believe that it's going to get better, and you got to believe that you can conquer these hurdles that are in front of you, because you can. If I can get through 2017 and learn all this stuff and get through all of these things and blah, 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 then you can too, because I'm an idiot. If I can get through these things, then you guys can too. And this community, again, is so amazing, and you guys are such a great family, and I've seen so many people recently just reaching out to each other and being such great friends. And so just know that if you're a part of this community, you're absolutely not alone. And I know that a lot of you guys may feel like that sometimes, but you are not alone. You've got a nice little family that's here for you. No matter what you may be going through right now, just know that you've got this new year coming tomorrow, or if you're a future person in Australia, it's already here for you. I believe in you guys. You guys are going to have a great year, and just, you know, don't be afraid to reach out to people, and don't be afraid to ask for help, because no one can ever go it alone. No one ever. You always got to have people by your side to get through things. And if you may feel alone, you are not alone. Again, you have people here for you, and I believe in you guys, and thank you guys for believing in me, because without all you guys, I would be nothing. So I'm gonna stop rambling and saying the same things over and over again because you know that's what I do in vlogs, and oh boy, have I been repetitive. Let's make 2018 a fantastic year. Do-do-do-do-do-do. So excited. I hit my hands so hard on my desk. I am incredibly excited to get started in 2018, and I can't wait to see where we all go as a community, and I can't wait to see what happens with the channel, and I can't wait to see just, it's gonna be a great year. Let's make it happen. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to slap that like button right in the face, and I will see you guys in the next video. Happy New Year. Stay cranky. Bye.